Welcome to the pathway verification process for seniors of 2023. So we are trying something new this year, so give us some grace and hopefully this goes well, but there might be a few hiccups with the change to this process. So hopefully you have your transcript handy. If you've done the pathway pre-check before, it can also help you with this process. If you have any issues or you need additional guidance, don't hesitate to ask me, Mrs. Torrey, or Ms. Ketchum. I will be running 2 RAM Academy sessions. One is tomorrow and one is February 9th, if anybody who might need some extra help. So to start this process, you do need to be part of the Senior Google Classroom. If you are not currently part of it, here is the code and make sure you join. And then once you are in there, there will be an assignment for you. So you will notice that you will find your name. So here you can see my name. I'm going to click the link to my pathway verification. So this year, all I need to complete is this actual spreadsheet. So when I go to the spreadsheet, I'm going to go ahead and type in my name, my student ID, and then the graduation year is already put there. What you need to do is first go through the each class, and you could use your transcript to help. Select which class you have taken. You need to place an X to keep track of those credits and your grade. And so you will do that for every single class that you took. These classes are arranged by alphabet. It may be reverse order that happened with an update. So just be careful to scroll through the whole list if you can't find a class. So I have an example one right here. And so you can see I went through my freshman year, my sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. And I placed all the different classes, X's, and their grades. And you can see how many credits you had for that year. Notice there is a place for off period. So if you do have an off period, you'll put that in. If you have a teaching assistant, you can put that in. We tried to think of all those additional classes that you might have. If you're part of a Warren Tech program, notice there's a Warren Tech AM or PM. So you will put that into the spreadsheet as well. And then please put which program it is on the side. Just a reminder, if you complete a Warren Tech program, the default pathway is Human Services. Once you've gone through that whole process, you should find your total graduation credits. Do not forget to look at the CLL by Literacy or if you took a 4th year of math. And also if you took any additional classes because you took more than one class in a single period, there's a spot for that here as well. So if not forgotten that possibility. Once I've completed those pathways, you should see that it is a record or recorded right here. Foundations, if it says 1, and if it says completed 1, that means you completed that pathway. So of the HP Academy, I would have completed the humanities pathway. With the courses I put in, I did not complete anything of the business. However, I did complete one of the human services. And I have completed one of the CT pathway and one of the ET pathway. Now notice this one didn't have a 1 for the credits, but I did put in a Warren Tech program, which is why the human services was filled out. So according to the schedule I put in, I completed 4 total pathways. Also keep in mind for chords, you would only receive 1 per color or per academy, even if you completed more than 1 pathway. So although I completed 2 pathways within the STEM Academy, I'd only get 1 silver cord. This is the only way that you will have these pathways recognized on your transcript or at graduation, and you need to do this by February 16th. Now, if you are a transfer student, we will substitute course names, and if you need help with that, please reach out directly. And if you think there's a problem with the spreadsheet, which is a possibility, you will use the pathway exception form to help with that. So the pathway exception form is linked in the spreadsheet. It's also on the Ramtime agenda, and it looks like this. So you'll put in your name, which pathway you have the exception for, and then you're going to put in the name of the class that is to be substituted and how or why that should count in terms of the exception. Or in this case, if you have a trouble with the spreadsheet and it's not counting correctly, you'll put that here, and then you'll fill out the reason and then a greater explanation. So that is the process this year. Please reach out if you have any questions. Hopefully this all goes well. And don't forget to double check that the pathway pre-check reflects that the pathways that you should have received. Thank you and have a great senior year.